Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am here today to give you your video critique punya guidelines, which is your fourth assessment for ELC 650. So we've done workplace simulation. You guys are or have done probably your discussion observation and your email. And now it's time for the last one, which is your video critique. Okay. So video critique is a pair assignment where you will have to be paired up with anyone that you want within your own class. And what you do is you have to prepare a video presentation. So rather than I suruh you buat an actual presentation, you're just going to upload the video recording of the presentation itself. Okay. So this is the basic format. If let's say you are working in pairs, then you have a 5-minute video and you have 5 minutes per each student to present, which means that you have a 15-minute presentation. Okay, so it's a 5-minute video for both of you. Maknanya you do a combine, you get a 5-minute video. 5 minutes per each student, and within the 5 minutes too, you have to present 3 critical incidents each. Don't worry about this. Kejap lagi I explain to you. Okay. Now, if your group has an odd number, maknanya ada satu group yang akan ada 3 orang, then you will receive time and for 8 minute punya video, and you still get 5 minutes per student. So 8 minutes plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals to a 23-minute presentation. And it's the same thing, you still have to do 3 critical incidents each. Okay, so I hope that one is clear. Now, what exactly is a video critique? So video critique is number one, you have to choose any movie or any TV series or any YouTube video from 2015 to 2020, okay? And the video has to be real life. Maknanya you cannot choose any anime, game characters, you cannot choose any cartoons, whatever. It has to be a real life punya act, movie ke whatever. And it shows positive and negative things that are happening in the workplace. Okay, so think about movies like Devil Wears Prada. Think about movies like The Intern, things like that. The Office. So these are the kinds of movies and selections that I'm talking about. So you have to select any movie ke TV series ke apa-apa that has positive and negative workplace incidences. Okay, the video must also be in English, and you cannot use the same video as another group in your class. So first come, first serve. Now, when you receive this video that I'm recording right now, bila you receive it, you will be getting this PowerPoint slide. And also, I will be sharing with you a link that's a sign-up sheet. So this link, basically, you kena isi nama you, your friend's name, and the movie or video, TV series, ke whatever that you have decided to use in your video critique. So first come, first serve lah. Kalau katakan your friend like group A dah dapat Devil Wears Prada, you group B dah tak boleh ambil yang tu. Alright, so if you plan early, then you can choose whatever movie ke whatever it is that you want to use for your video critique lah. Okay, so that's the first step. First step is determine who you want as your partner or your group kalau you're working in 3. Second step is determine what video you want to use. So you have to work this out with your partner. You'll both be using the same video or the same movie lah. Okay. Now, what you have to do is to describe 3 critical incidents per student of what is happening in the clips in the movie. Okay, so bila you nak bagi the presentation ni, you have to have an introduction. Introduction you pendek je, alright? Nothing more than 1 minute. Okay, jangan lebih daripada seminit because it is part of your 5 minutes. So I would say one of you buat introduction, one of you buat conclusion, and then you have 1 minute per critical incident so that you have 1 more minute extra as buffer time. So kalau katakan you dah cakap you nak buat introduction, so you buat introduction, you buat critical incident 1, 2, 3, your friend buat critical incident 4, 5, 6, and your friend buat conclusion lah. So that one will make you be under 5 minutes each lah kiranya, alright? So if you're doing the introduction, the only thing that I want you to do is to give a very brief synopsis of the movie. Jangan bagi the whole jalan cerita. Okay. What's more important is the characters involved. So katakan you are doing Devil Wears Prada contohnya, which it's before 2015, so you dah tak boleh guna movie tu. Katakan you cakap Devil Wears Prada, you can just say, oh, Devil Wears Prada is about this movie, is about this girl who went to work in a magazine, okay, and she had a really bad boss. All right. And then the main characters are Andrea and the lady, boss lady, tak tahu tengok nama dia, and also Nigel, contohnya lah. All right. Three characters that are involved in the workplace. So, kalau katakan clip yang you nak guna tu cuma ada satu ataupun dua karakter, itu je karakter yang nak tahu. Alright, the most important ones. So you tak payah explain the whole cast, especially if they did not appear in your clip. Alright, faham eh? And then what you do is you identify three critical incidents per student. Now, what are critical incidents? Critical incidents are positive or negative communication aspects in the workplace. You have to refer back to the slides that we have gone through since the first day of ELC 650 and also your own common sense. So positive communication aspects can be things like congratulating people, like thanking them, coming to meeting early, dressing well. These are all positive things that you can do in the workplace. Negative things can be like using swear words, tak datang kerja, pancing lambat, unethical behavior, not submitting work on time, eating during meetings, apa-apa saja that you can think of that is in the movie itself. All right. So you try and watch the movie, watch certain parts of it. By now, I'm sure you have watched several movies already. You can work with your partner on this. All right. So what you do is you highlight number one, what is it? Is it positive or negative? All right. So you tengok dekat sini, is it positive or negative? Analyze the aspects to what you have learned in ELC 650. So kalau katakan you want to do something about congratulating someone for a good job well done, you say it's a positive, okay? So it's a positive critical incident whereby this character was congratulating this other character for doing a good job. As we learned in ELC 650, it is important for us to give recognition to people, etc., etc. So benda ni kita dah cover dalam kelas before this, alright? Explain the effect to daily life. So you can say something like, as you know, whenever we congratulate people when they do a good job, then probably they will continue to do the same good job after. They will feel good about themselves. Apa-apa je lah yang you want to explain. And kalau katakan benda tu positive, then you recommend ways to further encourage it. Okay, so you can say something like, you know, it's a positive thing that we have in the workplace. So if we want to do this further, I recommend that you don't just congratulate, maybe you throw a party, maybe we do an appreciation dinner. Maybe we have something like a star chart system where people are being recognized publicly for what they have done well. Maybe we can post on social media, congratulations to Nene. So what are your ideas in order for you to further encourage the positive? All right, so these are the things that you can think about. Kalau katakan your critical incident is negative, let's say maybe datang meeting lambat. So again, it's the same thing. As you can see from this clip or as you can see from the video, the character apa nama dia, the character came to the meeting quite late and so he disrupted the meeting and people were very angry with him. So when you want to analyze to ELC 650, the same thing. So as we have learned in ELC 650, punctuality is very important because it reflects on who we are. It shows how professional we are. And also it's important for us to take care of our image when we are at the workplace. So these are the things that you can say if it's negative, okay? Explain the aspect, the effect to daily life. So what happens bila you selalu datang lambat to meetings? People will see you as tardy, you don't get trust from people anymore, people just like, they always expect you to come late. So these are the things that will happen in daily life if you keep on doing it. So if let's say your critical incident is negative, then you recommend ways to address the negative. So For employees who are always late, maybe we can do something like a point system. Maybe we can penalize them, ask them to pay 5 ringgit or 10 ringgit every time they're late to a meeting. Or we can, publicly tell them, okay, hi, it's nice that you can make it, like with a bit of sarcasm so that they terasa ke apa, whatever it is that you think is appropriate. The recommendations are personal and it's yours, so there's no right or wrong answer to this one lah. Okay, so critical incidents ni, if you are a group of two, if let's say you are working in pairs, critical incident ni sepatutnya you ada 6, 3 each. Alright. Kalau you group of 3 people, kalau ada 3 in your group, then you have to have 9 critical incidents. And benda ni sangat laju. Okay, it's very simple. Just because you are recording a video doesn't mean you boleh meleret. Jangan. Okay, because I will be looking at time. When you submit the video to me, if you are a pair, the video has to be below 15 minutes. If you are in a group of 3, the video has to be below 23 minutes. Kalau tak, cut again, edit again, whatever it is that you need to do, make sure you keep to time. Okay? So kalau katakan 6 student, 6 points you dah describe between the two of you, then you go to the conclusion. So conclusion again, it's just basic lessons learned, lessons that you have learned that can be related to the workplace and how you will use what you have learned in the future. So you boleh say something like, based on this movie, I learned a lot about the importance of congratulating people, and I also learned about the importance of not coming late to meetings. These are some things that I will do in the future or avoid doing in the future because it reflects on me in terms of my professionalism, blah, blah, blah. Macam tu lah. Okay, so just end it with a nice conclusion and then you're done. Okay, now, this is the format. Okay, I tak kisah how you want to do it. Ada sesetengah student, dia suka tunjuk video 5 minit, maknanya dia dah cut siap-siap daripada movie tu. So dia dah cut, let's say you kena ada 6 kan, if you're working in pairs, you kena ada 6 scenes, 6 critical incident, dia dah cut siap-siap. Scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, scene 5, scene 6, dia dah compile jadi satu video, and then baru dia present. Okay, critical incident 1, critical incident 2, critical incident 3. Ada student yang suka buat macam tu. Ada student yang suka embed dia letak video tu kat dalam presentation dia. Tu pun boleh juga. Maknanya dia tunjuk klip, dia present critical incident. Dia tunjuk lagi satu klip, dia present critical incident. Dia tunjuk lagi satu klip, dia present dia punya critical incident. Alright. Ni pun you boleh buat juga. Alright. You can do either one, whichever that you want, whichever is the easiest for you. Alright. My recommendation, to be quite honest with you, I think it is easiest if you buat asing-asing, as in kalau katakan kawan you nak buat intro. Okay, so kawan you bagi introduction and then kawan you tunjuk clip and then explain, and then tunjuk clip, then explain, then tunjuk clip, then explain. Alright, so itu dah ada satu video which should be around about 5 minutes. Alright, bukan, kalau termasuk video, it should be around 7 minutes. Alright, then your kawan yang buat conclusion tu pula, dia pula tunjuk clip dia, explain, tunjuk clip dia, explain, tunjuk clip dia, explain. And then conclusion, then what you do, you basically merge the two videos together and then you send it to me as your assignment. Alright, this is the presentation slide format. Yes, you have to use slides, okay, so that it's easier for me to look at your presentation. So kalau imagine that this is your slide, yang bahagian putih ni, atas ni should be critical incident 1 and then what is the name of your critical incident. So kalau katakan coming late to meetings, congratulating people, showing recognition, saying thank you, coming to work early, being nice to co-workers, whatever it is yang you nak highlight is the name of your critical incident dekat situ. And yang ni yang I cerita tadi lah. So you just bagi a short description apa yang berlaku dalam scene tu, analyze the scene to what you have learned in ELC650, describe the effects and then your own recommendation. So dekat sini you boleh letak screenshot lah. This screenshot is relevant especially if you nak buat format pertama, iaitu you nak tunjuk video 5 minit dulu then you explain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then it's relevant lah you letak screenshot dekat sini to remind whoever is watching, oh sini, oh sini. Okay, kalau katakan you nak buat video explain, video explain, video explain, then what you do, you can actually embed your video dekat dalam you punya slide terus. Alright, so this one can be the actual video dekat sini. And so bila you buka your slide, critical incident one, honesty contohnya, you terus mainkan your video dekat sini. Let's say you punya video is only for 15 saat ke apa. So 15 ke 20 saat macam tu. Dah habis video tu, dan terus you explain, okay, the scene that you just watched just now, this is what it is. This is how it links to ELC650. This is the effects it has on others, and this is my recommendation for this incident. Contohnya, alright. It's entirely up to you. However you want to do it, whatever is easiest to you. Okay. Um, all right, so here are some examples of critical incidents. There are a lot of other critical incidents. All right. The most important part is it has to be in the workplace. Maknanya setting benda tu berlaku kena dalam pejabat. Alright. Dalam pejabat ke, dalam meeting room ke, anything like that. Kalau katakan it's between employee and isteri dia, I tak nak. Kalau it's between employee tu dengan anak dia pun, I tak nak. Alright. It's something to do with you as an employee with the other employees in the workplace. Kalau katakan dia adalah dua orang employee yang pergi ke pub ke, yang pergi ke apa ke, kalau lepas waktu bekerja dah tak dikira sebagai a workplace incident. Alright. So you have to make sure it is in the workplace setting. It can be related to conflict, communication, hostility, criticism, knowledge, culture, relationship, whatever it is. All right. There's a lot of things that you can talk about for critical incidents. Some of the positives are this one. Some of the negatives are this. All right. So it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Cuma cara you nak cara you nak explain, cara you nak record diri you, etc. tu je yang you kena figure out with your friend what is the best method possible. Alright. Now submission is via a link to Google Drive. Alright. So whoever between you and your partner tu, sesiapa yang lagi pandai bab nak edit video ke apa-apa ni, please do take charge of this one. Alright. Sebab in terms of software, I suggest that you use Windows Movie Maker. Sebab Windows Movie Maker dia punya output video dia agak rendah, so okay juga. Now when you are recording yourself, you kena cari an app like what I'm using right now. What I'm using right now is called Clapboard Screen Video Recorder. It's a Google Chrome punya plugin. You can Google it. So Google something like how to record yourself and your screen at the same time. So nanti bila you dah record yourself semua, then you boleh merge terus lah, sebab you dapat markah for your slides, for your content, and for showing your face on the actual presentation. Banyak pula tu markah dia, okay? Around about 5 to 10% around about of the marks is in terms of your delivery. So I kena tengok you on the screen itself. Okay? So make sure you are showing your slides. Make sure you are showing yourself presenting. Kalau katakan susah, then what I suggest you do is you use your phone. You minta someone rakam you, alright? Whereby you tunjuk you punya slide dekat laptop and you tengah bagi presentation but someone else rakam you guna phone pun boleh juga. It's up to you, alright? Asalkan I boleh nampak muka you, asalkan I boleh nampak you punya slides. And soft copy slides tu pun you kena hantar. So don't worry if nampak tak jelas ke slides tu dekat dalam you punya video ke apa. That one is not something that I would worry about too